Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dragon Keep here, and welcome back to another What If. This What If will be, what if Deku was a genius? Now, in this one, Deku will have a quirk that makes him a genius. But anyway, let's start this off. It starts off when he was 4. He saw a kid getting bullied by Wing Boy, Long Finger Man, and Bakugo. And he said, and he was helping, and Deku decided to go in the middle of it, trying to help the guy out. The three then just laughed and rushed at Deku. Deku just stood his ground. But then 2 seconds later, he's then paralyzed and dropped to the ground. His body lifeless, and his eyes turning completely light gray. Wing Boy and Long Finger Man decided to tell a teacher about this so that they can help, so that Izuku could get some help. But Bakugo just looked petrified, thinking to himself, what's going on with him? Is his quirk finally awakening? Is this the result of that kid's quirk? He didn't know. Gosh, this is starting to sound like a horror. What if? Oh, God. Anyway, as I was saying. Oh, God. They get to the doctor, and Izuku is woken up in a hospital. The doctor then explains his quirk, which I will do right now. His quirk is basically called special. What he can do is see and interact with things that normal people can't. For the seeing parts actually makes him turn into a genius. And the interacting part is actually pretty cool. Let me give you an example. For seeing, he can see things like the ghost of his dead father, or Toru Hagakure. And for interacting, he can interact to things like the ghost of his dead father, the explosions and Dark Shadow. Did I fail to mention that Izuku's father died in a car crash? Anyway, once we get to the start of the anime, when Izuku is 14. And by this time, Deku has made insane inventions. Like a gun that shoots out an electrical net. And thanks to his quirk, Izuku can masterly fix anything that he wants to. Anyway. But despite all this, Izuku just doesn't believe that he has what it takes to become a hero. I mean, his interaction part of his quirk is part of a great hero, but his sight, that's only the thing for a geek. So he wasn't exactly sure what he was going to be. Sorry. Anyways, Izuku then hears that class is over, and he goes to a shortcut to his house. He then interacts with the sludge villain. The sludge villain comes at him saying, "You'll make a great host, boy." But Deku just rolls his fist back and punches the sludge villain. When the sludge villain goes, "Ah, that actually hurt. Who are you?" Izuku then looks behind the sludge villain, then looks back at the sludge villain and says, "I'm just a distraction for that pro hero over there." The sludge villain then looks behind him. As he turns back to Izuku, he says, "There's no pro hero there." And booms! Izuku punches him again. Izuku then says, "Gosh, that was easy. You fell for the oldest trick in the book. Oh my god." Then All Might appears going, "I am here," and finishes off the sludge villain. Izuku then helps All Might by, picking up the sludge villain. All Might then asks about Izuku's quirk, and he says that he could see and interact with things most people can't. He then says to All Might, "Although I'm not positive that this quirk will make me a good hero." All Might is then reminded of a hero named Snipe. He then asks Izuku. Hey, kid, if you could you lock a target on something? Izuku says, well, yeah, of course. All Might then says, that I'm sure you'll be a great hero. In fact, takes out a card that has Snipe on it, hands it to young Midoriya and says, I think that if you go here, it'll help train you better so that you could get to the high school that you want and become the hero you want to be. All Might then jumps off. Inspired, Izuku then goes, alright, let's go to Snipe shooting dig thing. Izuku goes there and has a talk with Snipe. Snipe asks him about Izuku's quirk. And Izuku says that he can see and interact with things most people can't. 10 months passed, and Izuku has already mastered handling not only a handgun, but also a sniper. He can basically now handle any type of gun perfectly. Snipe then looks at him and says, that was great, kid. You'll be a fine hero someday. Now, you better get going. I know you want to go to UA, so there's no point in trying to help you guys, in trying to keep you here any longer, so go on, man, get going. Izuku then says, yes, Snipe. Thanks, sir. You've been a real help. Izuku then goes to UA and takes the entrance exam. Bakugo looks at Izuku and sees that not only is Izuku carrying 6 guns, carrying 2 guns with him, but also, and with backup ammo, but also that he has more strength in him. But Bakugo doesn't mind this and keeps on walking. We get to the practical exam, and basically Izuku gets ready, and Ida then says to Izuku, hey, what are you doing with guns? You're not supposed to use weapons here. Izuku just chuckles and says, it's important with my quirk. I might be strong enough to take on a couple of robots, but if I use my quirk precisely, I can pinpoint the exact shots of where I can shoot him. Can shoot the robot, and it will be gone completely. So that is why I have guns. Guns. Also, they are permitted. Since they help me with my quirk. So would you kindly back off? Ida then backs off. The practical exam then begins. And Izuku is destroying back robots with not only his strength, but one-shotting robots with his guns. Pretty soon enough, the 0 Point robot shows up, and Izuku sees Uraka in trouble. Izuku rushes over to her, and to be fair, Izuku also has a lab coat that he wears. He then pulls out a basic telekinesis gun, shoots it at Uraka, and brings her to safety. He then puts the telekinesis gun back, takes out his real gun, and with one shot, ends the 0 Pointer. And among the people that are watching this is All Might. Saying to himself, I've seen him destroy robots perfectly with just his grist, with just his bare hands. Hold on. Sorry about what's going on in the background. Anyways, All Might says to himself, he's strong enough to take out anything on those robots all on his own. And he went to save someone who was in trouble. A true hero's work. He might be a great he is a great successor. Or rather, he will be a great successor. A week passes by, and Izuku gets a letter from UA. He opens it up, and it showed All Might might say that not only did he pass, but he also got third place. Izuku was that excited about this. Izuku just then hears a tap on his window. And anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it off right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it then, boom, slap that like button across space. Catch you next time, guys. Laters.